What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Wager Zone Podcast, and we are back for another week of Dana White's Contender Series, guys. Last week, we swept the board with all of our bets on Contender Series, so let's run them back and let's do it again. Let's cash out on some Dana White's Contender Series bets. I'm going to be doing LFA this weekend. I'm going to be getting into the UFC Fight Night. I might be doing one championship again, so stay tuned for all that. I have all different types of MMA videos coming out. I do soccer on the daily. On Thursday, we're going to be starting getting into the NFL season, so if you guys want to get some NFL bets, I'm also going to be having an NFL show where I'm going to be breaking down the whole entire league every single week, probably 2 or 3 times a week. So stay tuned for that. I have a lot of content coming out for you guys. So like I always say, click that thumbs up, like the video. If you guys are here for the first time, subscribe to the page. Don't miss out. We're going to be cashing out Dana White's Contender Series and a whole bunch of sports coming forward. So alright guys, first fight of the night, Tommy McMillan taking on David Mgoyan. Guys, this one I'm taking David Mgoyan. I think Mgoyan's going to be able to stop a lot of the takedowns and just show his transitioning on the floor. And keeping his fight on the feet and end up knocking out Tommy McMillan. I think McMillan has really good jiu-jitsu. I think he's going to be able to come in here and probably could possibly get 1 takedown, maybe 2, but I just think the transitions on the floor for Mgoyan is going to be really well. And I think Mgoyan is really good on the floor as well. He has good takedown defense. He's out of a good training camp and American Top Team, and I think his stand-up is just levels above it, so levels above McMillan, I should say. So for this fight, guys, give me David Mgoyan to win this fight, and I think it's probably going to go on and get a decision victory, but he could get a late finish later on by a knockout. But I'm taking Mgoyan, and most likely I think he does it by decision. Alright guys, next fight is going to be Eduardo Chapolin taking on Antoine Ho. And guys, I'm just going to be honest right now. Both these guys, just from the skill level, they both look like they do deserve a contract in the UFC. I think we're going to be seeing Antoine Ho and Enrique Chapolin in the UFC eventually. Chapolin was the #1 overall pick by Daniel Cormier in the Ultimate Fighter. He went out there and lost the first fight to the winner of the whole entire thing in Joseph Morales. But this guy is still a great fighter. Went out there, had a great fight in LFA and was dominant in that one where we cashed out on Eduardo Enrique last week in LFA. And now a guy named Antoine Ho, is his second time coming to the Contender Series. He put up a good fight against Loner Kavanaugh, but eventually just got knocked out. And we had money on Loner Kavanaugh because he's one of our favorite prospects as well. But like I said, the skill level is going to be great. I think both these guys are going to be throwing down. I just think it's going to come down to whoever lands the harder shots, and someone's eventually going to go to sleep. But I'm taking Eduardo Chapolin, guys. I think Eduardo Chapolin's a legit star and coming up forward. I think he has the all-around skills from grappling to striking. His striking is getting better and better, and his striking is already almost like very, very dominant when he puts up that output he does and lands different combinations. And Antoine Ho might have the power advantage because this guy swings for the fences. Like I said, he put up a good fight against Loner Kavanaugh last time. I think this is going to be a very competitive fight, but I think Eduardo Chapolin, I think his output's going to be a lot for Antoine Ho to deal with in those later rounds. I think Chapolin's eventually going to get this knockout probably in the end of the second or the third round. So for this fight, give me Eduardo Chapolin. I think he does it by knockout. Alright guys, next fight, Mandel Nalo taking on Samuel Silva. This one, guys, I'm taking Samuel Silva. I think Silva's going to come in here and end up winning this fight by knockout as well. I think Nalo's going to have to get this fight to the floor if he's going to want this to make this competitive, because I think the striking is going to be on Silva's side a lot. This guy earned my respect a lot. Even though I thought he might have lost that fight, I thought it was very close, but hey, he did get the judge's scorecard, and I didn't think he was going to be that close. He fought a guy in Hardwick and Cage Warriors, where if you guys know the Hardwick brothers, these guys are legit. I think the Hardwick brothers will be making an entrance into the UFC eventually. But Silva, in a title fight in the fight against Hardwick and Cage Warriors, he put up a great striking output, and it very surprised me. I think this guy has a whole bunch of skills. Now he's going up against a guy in Nalo, where I don't think Nalo has the takedowns that Hardwick does. I don't think Nalo has the striking that Hardwick does. Now I think Samuel Silva has a lot easier fight for this one compared to the George Hardwick. And like I said, if Nalo does not get this fight to the floor, he's eventually going to get knocked out, and I think that's what's going to happen. So give me Samuel Silva. I think he does it by knockout probably in that first or second round. Alright guys, just a quick break before I continue on with my best bets for this event, soccer games, or exactly what you guys are here for. This is my Cash App tag, guys. Hashtag, or I should say #WagerZone. Tips are appreciated. Let me guys know. Buy me a coffee. Keep me awake to do all this research that I do for you guys. I have a whole bunch of content coming out for you guys. I want to make my page better. Any tips will help me. They're appreciated. They're not required. Also, guys, I will have my Buy Me a Coffee link in the description as well, along with my bets. If you guys know, all my bets are in the description, along with the link to my Cash App, the link to my Buy Me a Coffee. And also, guys, coming up in the next week, I'm going to be putting my lock of the day on my Buy Me a Coffee app. So you guys can become a member, show me some support on there, and you guys can get my lock of the day every single day. If it's soccer, if it's NFL, if it's MMA, I'm going to start putting my one pick lock of the week on there. So become a member, help me on the Buy Me a Coffee app. Also, guys, if you guys want to send me anything on Cash App, I'll send you a message anywhere you guys like, and I'll give you guys my lock of the week. But that's going to be coming up in the next couple weeks. But for now, all my picks are free, still in the description, along with my link to my Cash App and the link to my Buy Me a Coffee. So get those free picks now, guys, and I'm still going to be putting picks out every single week, but my one play that's going to be a lock is going to be on my memberships on the Buy Me a Coffee, or you send me something on Cash App, and I'll send you my lock of the day for every single day. I'm going to have a new lock. So, all right, guys, back to this breakdown. All right, guys, next fight, Theo Hague taking on Cezary Oleksiejczuk. Guys, I'm taking Oleksiejczuk, and I think he does it by knockout. But I'm going to say this right now. If an underdog is going to win, it's going to be Theo Hague this weekend. I kind of think the favorites are going to be the top end of this card, but Theo Hague is a dog. This guy throws down. He's been finishing these guys in the LFA. I know the competition is very low that he's fought, but he's been looking very dominant, especially with those grappling and that wrestling. But Cezary Oleksiejczuk, this is the better Oleksiejczuk brother. We all know Mikey O from the UFC, and this is his brother, where I do believe he's just a better overall fighter than his brother. He's training with his brother a lot now. He's been over there with the fighting nerds a little bit. This guy, Cezary Oleksiejczuk, has the knockout power. He has the takedown defense compared to Mikey O that doesn't. He has very good strikes, very good boxing, just like his brother Mikey O does. But I do believe he's the better overall brother, and I do believe we're going to see the second Oleksiejczuk brother in the UFC. I think he gets this fight done by knockout, and I think he's going to do it in that first round. All right, guys, for the main event, Jack Congdon taking on Jean-Paul Lebosnoyani. I think it's Lebosnoyani. Guys, this one, I'm taking Jean-Paul. I like this guy a lot. I put money on him in the LFA. I won some money on him in the title fight. I thought he was going to come out there and win. A lot of people thought I was crazy for picking him, but I just thought he was the overall better fighter. This guy has really good grappling transitions, good takedowns. His striking can keep up with a lot of the people in the Dana White's Contender series, or even in the lower levels of the UFC. I do believe he's going to get the UFC contract, and eventually when he gets to the higher level, he's gonna have to earn his striking and get better at his striking more and more. But as of right now, for this fight, he's gonna be able to get this takedown right away. I believe. I think his wrestling is gonna be too much for Jack, and I think Jean-Paul eventually is gonna get that submission victory, or even get a ground and pound finish. Because, like I said, the grappling levels on his side is gonna be way too much, and especially the wrestling. I think he's gonna be able to get to that double leg really fast and get him down. So for the main event, guys, give me Jean-Paul Lebosnoyani to win this fight, and I think he does it by submission. And alright, guys, that is it for today's video. Like I said in the beginning, click that thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to the page. Clean sweep last week for Dana White's Contender series. So let's do it again. Let's make some money. I'm out of here, guys. I'll see you guys next time.